in history, but you mentioned collaborating. You're writing, you're collaborating now, right? You're co-writing songs, or you're writing songs for others now.
Oh no, I have done that. I've written for Miley Cyrus and Selena Gomez. That was several years ago. But this last year was spent working on the book, and of course I the last 6 years of my life I spent taking care of my mom and dad, who were a bit ailing, and I took care of them the last 6 years of my life. So I had to sort of give up my songwriting for that period of time. Except when I had to do go-go stuff, I would do that in between, but I couldn't. Yeah, I had to take care of them. Yes.
Was that in Nashville? Like you were doing, like, for writing for Miley Cyrus? Were you in Nashville at that time, right? Writing?
No. I was in here in LA, and I was working with two other writers. And it's a long story, but Disney had approached us about maybe putting out a younger version of the Go-Go's. Well, that sort of fell apart, but my songs that I submitted, they loved. And
that's wonderful.
A fellow that was there at the time played that song Breakout that I had written with my two other writing partners, and she loved it and put it on the album, and it became the title track of, that was sort of when she was going from being a kid into adulthood. That was like the last kid album or whatever, kids album or young adult album.
It was almost a Katy Perry song too, wasn't it?
Yeah, Katy actually came in and wanted, because we were managed by the same management.
Oh, okay.
Direct management managed us, and Katy Perry managed Go-Go's Katy Perry, Katie Lang, and who else? I don't know. They've managed a lot of people over the years, but when I played it for Bradford, who was our manager, he was like, "Oh my God, this is such a hit," and he played it for Katy, and then she came in and I let her record it as well. But then Miley sort of won out. It's like, put your money where your mouth is, and Disney did, so we gave it to, who knows how things would have worked out, but it all worked out really well.
Yes, it did.
Worked out just the way it was supposed to.
I saw you also, did you write with or for Alanis Morissette?
Oh, I did. You know what? The stuff that I wrote with Alanis was when she first moved to LA from Canada. And I wrote a couple songs with her, and she was not the Alanis that she became. This is before Glenn Ballard got a hold of her. And she was writing with a lot of different people. I was a writer for MCA. I was writing for them at the time, MCA Music, and a fellow named John Alexander, who I think managed her or something, whatever. He was the head of MCA Publishing here on the West Coast, and he said, "I want to set you up with this girl to write. Her name's Alanis Morissette. And she's from Canada, and she's starting to happen." So I wrote a couple things with her. But then Glenn Ballard got her. I was like, "Oh, when am I going to? Oh, when are we setting up another session?" And they're like, no. She went over and wrote with Glenn Ballard. She's not writing with anyone else. Like, he grabbed her, and he knew exactly what to do with her.
Yeah.
And
all right,
the rest is history.
The rest is history.
That
Exactly.
makes sense.
But she was such a sweet girl. She was so sweet and so innocent, and
But there was
Very
something
cool.
bubbling under her that needed to come out.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, of course there was.
Yeah, right.
But she wanted to be like Joni Mitchell. She was like a Joni Mitchell,
really?
kind of thing. But that's not what that first record turned out being the farthest thing from a Joni Mitchell record you could imagine.
Yeah.